Growing up in a super small town in rural Arkansas meant that if you were different at all, people noticed. And I was different. Hi, my name is Ashley, and this is the story of how my biggest burden became my superpower, and then my burden again. Ever since I was a toddler, I had a hearing impairment that forced me to wear this really awkward device over my left ear. My parents told me I could never take it out, that it would be dangerous if I did. And as I entered tweenhood, I really wanted to.
Paging Agent Ashley, do you copy?
Molly, the class clown, was also the class bully. She would come up and tap on my hearing device.
I said, Ashley, come in. We have a breach of security.
The class would laugh at her shameless harassment, and the teachers were afraid to stand up to her. They didn't want to get roasted after all. My home life wasn't much better. Mom and Dad were always fighting, and it always seemed like it was about me.
How was school today, honey? Is that horrible girl still making fun of you?
I was still too busy stabbing my peas with a fork to respond. I really wasn't in the mood.
Ashley, I said how was school? Did you hear?
Nature Maid.
Still taking.
Me?
Of course she heard you. She can hear. She's just in one of her moods.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to connect with our daughter.
Well, maybe you should give her some space. All your suffocating isn't helping.
Ugh! I wish I couldn't hear you both! I yanked the device out of my ear for the first time ever and was met with a piercing, ringing sound that I can only imagine feels like what a dog hears when someone blows a dog whistle.
Honey, no!
Mom and Dad rushed over and shoved the device back in my ear. I nearly passed out from the pain of the noise. When I came to, I was in shock. What was that?
That's what happens when you don't listen to us. That device is there to protect you. Don't try that again.
Protect me from what, though? Hearing loss? Something felt off. But I didn't dare remove the device again.
I didn't have many friends, but my parents got me this harmonica bottle. Despite my hearing issues, blowing into the harmonica cap and playing a tune with every sip brought me joy. I know it's a small thing, but isn't life all about the little moments that make us happy? Check out the link in the description.
When I got to high school, Mom forced me to join an extracurricular in the hopes I would make friends. So I joined the soccer team, the only sport I was remotely good at. But I didn't realize Molly was on the team. She would tease me for any mistakes I made.
Hey, Trashly, can you turn off your music and focus on scoring a single goal?
During our penultimate season game against our biggest rival, I was so scared that I would mess up, and Molly would never let me hear the end of it. We were a point away from winning. The defense was tight. I had no idea Molly was planning to pass me the ball.
Ashley, get open!
She kicked the ball midair, and I tried to chest bump it, but instead, I fell flat on my chest, losing us the game.
I thought that thing was supposed to help you here.
I couldn't take it anymore. I stood up and kicked the soccer ball straight to her head. I heard you loud and clear. Bam! The soccer ball hit her smack in the face. Fuming, she charged at me. She tackled me to the ground, and then I felt her yanking on my hearing device.
Give me that thing!
Stop! Don't! Help! I need help! But before anyone could save me, she pulled out the device and chucked it across the field. That brutal, painful ringing started reverberating again. It sent shockwaves through my head and my body. I fell to my knees and screamed in agony. And then, silence. Total, utter silence. I opened my eyes, stunned by the scene in front of me. No one was moving. Everyone was frozen in place. The ref had his hand around Molly's wrist, trying to restrain her. But why was no one moving? Hello? Guys? Guys? What is happening? The thing is, I could hear myself screaming, perfectly clear, even without the hearing aid. I scanned the field for my device and found it in the goalpost. I fashioned it back into my ear and was met with that piercing ringing again. But this time, when I opened my eyes, everyone was moving again. Molly was being apprehended by the ref, getting dragged off the field. And hovering above me was a boy my age from the opposing team. I thought he was going to say something snarky, but instead he offered me his hand.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Oh, weird. Looks like you got your device back. Huh. Anyway, I know what it's like to be bullied. I'm Jasper, by the way.
He had these really weird-looking sunglasses secured to his head with a metal wire.
I can't take them off, or something about the sun. I don't know. Just stay strong and don't let it get to you. What they see as your biggest weakness could be your biggest strength.
My biggest strength? Okay, there was totally something my parents weren't telling me. I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but something connected to the device seemed to stop time. When I got home, I thought about telling my parents what I had experienced, but I had no idea how they'd react, and I wanted to be sure first. So, I did a little experiment at dinner.
Your coach called. Apparently you got into a little tussle with that girl Molly. I'm going to call her mother. Enough is enough.
Oh, come on!